Hey, Marilyn, if I send you a list of
Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. It's just turned 5:30 in the morning on Friday for me. Welcome, Tom. Yeah, no worries, Tom. It's all right. And welcome, Darren, too. All right, let's just share this screen. So this is a welcome to this analysis session. A few notes there. There's a full risk disclosure.
Oh, sound also, again. What's up with the sound?
Oh, we can hear you, Darren. We can hear you, Darren. And a few notes about us as live session traders. So, all right, no problems. Well, other than Darren's sound, maybe. Let's just go across onto TradingView. Go have a look and see what is happening. So yesterday around London Open, I basically went through a whole lot of pairs and, well, picked up a few. So I'm currently in a number of trades, particularly AUDs, Euro AUD, a couple of those. So we might as well go through. We'll go through all of them and then have a look. Depends on where everyone's at the moment with them. So the AUD CAD, from a daily perspective, this is got a triangle down. It's been out of it, not substantially, but it's been out of the channels on the daily. Pull down, and there is actually a short there on the current candle. The what's it called? The whole suite is also indicating a red there, right? And so, but there's no color change yet on the Heikin-Ashi smoothing candles here, right? What we have though on the 2 hour is a change, a sell with no buys on the 2 hour. It did come down, came back, matched it, then came down, matched it, then dropped, came back, didn't break the high up here, and then came down and broke the low, particularly on that current candle, which is New York. So I'm in a sell for this based on the daily and also on the 2 hour. So that's the AUD CAD. It looks like, it's broken structure down here once and twice. So we'll see. We'll probably get a pullback before it drops back down again. Okay. AUD CHF. Make sure we Yeah, I'm on AUD CAD, CHF, JPY, AUD NZD, crazy. AUD USD as well. All right. So I mean, basically, the only one I'm not in is this Singapore. So AUD CHF, we have not a sell on the daily, right? But we do have a short. We've had a significant push up. And now it's pulling back down, right? But on the daily, you don't have, like it's a buy on there, but it has pulled back. There isn't a sell there, but on the 2 hour, this was on Monday actually when the market opened. It went into sell, which is when the news of the rate cut, then it pulled back, sold, pull back, and I got into this for a sell as well. So, I mean, basically a bit of drawdown on each one of these, but this doesn't have. There is no green buy there, even though it's out the other side of the channel. It doesn't mean it won't continue down. So that's a decision based upon this. If you look at the fib on the daily, it's gone back into that 71, 78.6, and now it's selling back out again. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll stay on the bus for this at the moment. AUD JPY. Yes, I'm in this as well. So we have a sell. We have the whole suite, change in direction, right? So sell, indecision, buy back, which it's done there. But I mean, for a sell for this based on this 2 hour decision here, would have been better to get in up here, but that was the rate decision. I think I did get in and go ahead, but you know, get pulled back up. So that's all right. Hasn't come to the other side of it. It's just going sideways before potentially dropping out here. All right. It's against necessarily the overall trend on it, but we'll see. Actually, yeah. So I'm out with that one. AUD-NZD. Yeah. Okay. So again, that's basically sold on that. It hasn't got a sell, but it's coming out to the side of the channels here on the daily. I mean, there was a buy, but it's really come back up to this point, and now selling. It's at the middle, which is a really quite a crucial point on a daily anyway. We'll see. It seems to just be going sideways at this, and there is a buy on the 2 hour, right? But I don't think that was there yesterday when I got into the trade. No, it wasn't. Anyway, we'll see. Stay in with that. AUD Singapore. When I saw this, it was pushing back up, so I didn't get into this for a sell, even though it's got sell, sell, sell. I mean, it'll probably follow the rest, but if you look at it here, it's just in that middle between the channel. I mean, I didn't call that for sell, even though it has. But when I looked at it, I wasn't getting into this because it was doing that pullback. It might come to that center and then drop back out, but which it sort of has, really. you look at it, it's sort of come up to that middle, then dropped. Then match that and suck back up as the end of this New York session.
Has your daily turned red?
On which? No.
On the SHA?
No, not quite yet.
It's
still
not ready
green.
yet.
No. So it's just, it's for me, this one I just go like, oh, it's so much in the middle of these channel of the daily. It's not giving me any real indication that that was the rate increase here. But that's where it sort of is there. Right, AUD, USD. This one again is a sell. It's sort of gone more sideways than anything. I was obviously positive at that point. There's a lot of them have pulled back. So it's like sell, sell, sell. But then, you know, it's then pulled back, it's dropped, it's going sideways at the moment. So if we look over here, it is still within this channel, but it has pushed up significantly and broken to the left. So and it hasn't, the SHA hasn't changed yet, but we do have a ribbon change on the whole sweep. So and I can see some imbalances still back down here. Down here, so well, it's not that far, but anyway, so that's AUD USD. So I'm in sell for basically all of those except for AUD Singapore. Right, CAD, CHF. Oh, I want to get into the buy for this. I hadn't yet. Let's wait for the channels to come back. You can see how this on the daily, it's really interesting. Again, just noticing this where it's come up to the middle, bounced off, and then gone away, and then pushing back up again. Right. So, if we look, I mean, it's longer term sell, but there are these pullbacks that it does, right? There's no greens down the bottom here. They're all sells from there, but you have these pullback, ups, drop, and then it pushes back up again. So at the moment, this may come up and match out that. I don't know at the moment, but you see it's like dancing off that middle. It's like, oh, I might label, we'll just see either Tokyo or London Open. I may even get into this. I think this potentially is a, you know, you've already got a change there, and there. I mean, I don't know why I hadn't got into it. It's just maybe because of that pullback there. Anyway, I'll have a look and see what the market does at Tokyo. If it starts to take off, then I'll break that middle. I'll get into that buy. Right. If it does, if it pulls back down, I wouldn't worry about it. So KJ. Still got that buy. This buy up down here as an influence. It did have a sell there, but it was short-lived. It didn't even come out the other side, and now it's rocking away in the middle of the channels. So I haven't traded that. CHF JPY. There's a lot of sideways at the end of this week. Interesting.
Because we're flooded with news all week.
Yeah. Crazy
Yeah,
news.
they're just
isn't it?
setting everything up.
Ready to take off, which is fair enough. Hopefully I'm picking a lot of the directions, so we'll see. How you going, Darren? Have you got sound or what's going on? We can uh-oh. That's all right.
Right. So, okay.
Uh-oh. Just feedback on the sound, that's all.
That's it. No.
Okay, right, yeah. You have to sort out your sound issue at some time if you want, but that's okay. No worries. You can hear us. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's turn that off. We'll have stereo from the it's harder, isn't it? All right. Well, what I'm waiting for is for this to come out the other side and give us a sell. It may or may not. So I'm not really going to sell this one at the moment. But certainly, it may be a good. Here, look at this. That was the sell out there. Buy, taking all that out. Let's see what it does. This may be a next week potential trade for opposite direction. Okay, now the euros. So I'm in a euro AUD. Where am I at the moment? Yeah, okay. This is weird. Okay. This is definitely weird. So all of the AUDs I'm in sells. So if you're in the sell for an AUD first currency, you'd think that a euro AUD, we look at it, for example, as a buy. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I've got into a sell for euro AUD, which is in the sort of opposite direction. And the reason why is because on that 2 hour, I've seen this push out up here of the channel and push back now. It may be only short lived, right? It may be only short lived. And there isn't anything here on the daily other than this sell way back up here. That's really so basically the market structure is telling me that could sell out to pull back because of this change here, but the daily saying to buy, right? But what I'm seeing on the 2 hour, so I've got a sort of a conflict of decisions here between the daily, which is really saying potentially buy, right? It's pushed past that center and it's pushing back up, and the 2 hour that's saying, well, there's going to be a sell. It didn't. There's no indication there, but you know, this sell here with a couple, it was quite a significant sell. I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, that's like 250 pips nearly. So this again is just going sideways, ready to do whatever. Now it could push back up and go past those, or it could drop out. We'll just see. I'm just edging.
I think on the
Yeah. What is it, Darren? It's hard for you because you're getting feedback from one or the other. It's okay. No worries. No. Yeah, on the daily, I'm just, I don't know. Anyway, it could push up further and break the high there.
I was going to say on the, well, that's a bit better. I was going to say on the daily, it's just sort of meandering along that centre line, isn't it, in the channel? So, no, we've not had a green triangle or anything.
No,
Nor,
correct. Yeah, I'm
So you
just
could-
sort of try to grab a few pips in here, but we'll see.
yeah,
It could quite easily. And when I took the trade, I went, "Oh, do I?" You know, because I thought it potentially would push back up because it's just against all real common sense. To me, it is. But I did it anyway based upon these triangles and what I saw there at the time.
mm, yeah.
Anyway, Euro CAD. I'm going to sell for this. So what we had was a sellout, but it came up and broke that high. We have another sell. This is another from a daily perspective, right? So had one there, but it came up and broke. And now it's been well, not significantly, but it's outside of the channel. So this one here, we hadn't got a change on the SHA, but there was a change in the hull, and then it pushed back up. So that would have been potentially a lost trade if you base it on the daily. On the 2 hour, there was a sell. So I'm in this one as well for a sell, which is like over here. A buy, and now the sells are taking over. Hopefully.
Well, I'm just waiting for sort of price to turn on the daily and eyeing this up as a longer term.
Longer term trade.
Yeah, yeah. Just looking for a short on the twin range.
Yeah, it's interesting though, Darren. You know, you look at Euro, how strong that is. It has to change significantly, really. The CAD is low, but this could easily just pull down a little bit and then push back up again, just like it did over here on the daily. So
But
that's why you're waiting.
Yeah, I mean it's a lagging indicator, that strength indicator, though, isn't it? So if that could change quite quickly.
Yes, it does. You're right. I'm not basing it. I'm just saying at the moment, seeing the strength. That's all.
Yeah. Hopefully, by the time if we do get a short on the daily, by that time you'll see that switch.
Yeah.
On the
Well, we've got on the 2 hour, we've got the triangle, we've got a change in the hull, we've got a short, we've got a change in the SHA, which hasn't all the way up here, wasn't really any change. Now we have a change in the SHA. So hopefully, you know, it did a little pullback after I got in, and now it's sort of dropped a bit. It's got a change. Hopefully, we see a sell and a continuation. And this might be the start of it. But then, you know, we had that, and then it came back up and broke it. So from a daily perspective, so you want to be sure, you want the SHA to change and a short to come in, don't you?
I mean, there's imbalance on the daily when price made that big push up. Mind you, that was a year ago. I mean, like sort of a year.
Yeah.
A year ago, that push up, possibly still imbalance over the.
Oh, you mean over here?
Yeah, I want to.
That was June. Hang on.
Yeah, you're looking at sort of November, December 22. Right, there we go. That's
20. Yeah, that's August. 22.
So around there, really.
Yeah, that was a significant push up, you know, pull back and then up again. And now it's sort of coming back. Yeah, see, at every one of these though, it did push, except for here, this one. It pushed down, then back up again.
How is oil doing at the minute? 'Cause Canadian dollar is sort of linked to oil, isn't it?
Oh,
Never
US
quite,
is
never
US
fully
as
understood.
well.
that.
The US dollar's very linked to it as well.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with this one. But certainly you're waiting for that from more of a longer term sellout.
I think so, yeah.
I've got it in now based upon the daily and on the 2 hour. So Euro CHF. This is bounced along over here as well.
Yeah, I'm still in this, that longer term, but yeah, I mean, it's well in, sort of got stuck. It's been stuck for a few days.
Yeah, and maybe that's a sign, isn't it, Darren? You know, if you were in it, like if you're in it from down here as a buy, and it's up there, and you got these sellouts, you didn't get out of it.
No, but on the day, showing there's still a bit of room to go on the daily.
Yeah,
Reach the top of the channel, so I'm sort of hanging in there at the minute. But
all right,
I should
good
probably
on you.
a bit tighter maybe. And
if it does a turtle soup on you, you profit out, and then see what happens from there. Okay. I think it's to its max. If you look at it, that's where the sort of the imbalance is in there. It's come up to it. Now it's coming back to it. Now it's dropping. I haven't decided to get into this trade at all. Right. Yeah, GBP. I just kept away. Sorry. Yeah, this is just sideways on the daily. I mean, when I saw it, I just went, nah, it's too close to the other side where it could pull back down again. All right. The other Euro JPY, I still push it up, but then sideways. This is another reason why I didn't take this trade. If you look at it, see how it's pushing it out on the daily. I think it's at some point here we're going to get a sell on it. Right, it sold there, came to the other side, but didn't, and then pushed back up again and broke it, just like it did on some of the other euros.
I have a red triangle on the daily as well.
Do you?
JP. Yeah.
No, I don't yet. My broker must be a bit more conservative.
Yeah.
But it's definitely coming. I'm waiting for that to occur. And then we could look at potentially a sell in this. Because I think it's time to turn. Euro NZD. We had lots of buys, or we had a buy, or a couple of buys here. No sell, but it has sold. So I don't know. I'm just fussing with this one. It's like the AUD. It's crazy. I think it's in the sell, but I don't really want to get in it. Well, your AUD, I did, but we'll see how that works.
Well, it's sort of in no man's land on the daily at the moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's right in that. To be politically correct, Darren, it's no person's land.
yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. But I think, yeah, the NZDs, well, when we get down to the NZDs, you'll see a bit of a crazy sort of currency. But yeah, it's a bit of a non-committal at the moment. So let's see how where it goes. US Singapore, again, also too, just in that middle of not really moving around. Euro USD. Now, I didn't get into this. I'm waiting for. I still think this will. I still think this will buy. But this sideways stuff, I didn't really like it. Right? And I'm waiting for it to come to the other side here. Give me a buy before I can get in, because I think it's actually buy, because on the daily, if you look at it, there's so much imbalance. Like this being pushed down, it's now coming back up here, right? And I think it'll come back up to take out some of this before it drops out. So, and it's just following that trend line.
Yeah, I've been in it since about the 12th of October for the buy.
Good on you. Well, it's
Slow,
probably
slow,
down here.
slow, slow going, but it's, you know, it's edging there.
It is going up. So you got it roughly around that 12 to there. That's right. You're up 100 pips or 150 pips or so. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's good. That was a good pick. Well, based upon that. But yeah, I'm looking at this potentially to push further. I'm not in it. I'd wait for a green here before I did. Okay. GBPs. GBP AUD. Right. We've got a green where it's pulled back here and then it's pushed back up. It hasn't broken. I really should cut into this from buy. It's selling now, right? It sold that bit, only came to the middle and then poked back up again. It's now come back to the middle and it's poking back up again, right? I think, and because it's broken structure there, I think it is going to push back up, right? Without any, because I think these buys are overall sort of influence at the moment. There is imbalance up here. I think
Well, I
it's
hope
got.
you're right. Hope you're right, because I'm in it for a buy. So
Yeah.
it's just
You probably
back.
were in a bit of drawdown, were you? And now it's
I
pushing.
was, and yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I think the buy is. You look at it. You look at that sell over down here, and now it's pushing back. It could easily come back down, but it looks like it's doing the sweep back up. We'll see. But there's no sign there other than that middle. That middle line is quite important. You can see it there. Okay, GBPK. I think there's more in this pullback here, like till we see the channels or the 2 hour. But gosh, this would have been a good one to be in. Wow. Look at the daily. Look at that. Did you get into it, Darren?
No, it was sort of it was just before I started doing these daily trades. It was sort of a week before I started doing them. So yeah, I've kept looking back at this and thinking,
yeah, look at that. Oh, such a good trade. Pullbacks and all, like still 300. It was like 400 pips.
And then the sell just before that would have been a great sell as well.
Oh, yes.
If only we knew about these arrows then.
Yeah, the triangles, absolutely.
Yeah, arrows,
Yeah,
triangle.
I'm just waiting now for this to pull back and see. It's gone past the middle. if we get some more green here, I'm looking at getting into this. It might not happen until next week, maybe even the start of next week. We may get, but I look at GBP CAD for a buy on that. Anyway, right, GBP CHF, which is a little different because it's now pulled back down. The GBP is a really weird one. You got some of the currencies are going up, some are going down. It's like, right now, this has been, but it hasn't broken structure. It may come down to here. Again, it's all just sounding sideways at the moment. As Tom was saying, the market's just, sucking up some equity at the moment, ready to take it off in a direction. So,
yeah, feels like I'm in a bit of a waiting game at the moment on quite a few pairs where just waiting for things to turn, things to happen.
The daily here is still buy overall, but it has pulled back. So,
yeah, I'm in it for the buy, and
you're just sitting there in this little pullback here.
Yeah, I'm in profit, but yeah, I say it's just sitting there at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, GBP JPY. Again, a big push up on this. Push up, pull back, push up, pull back, push up. Hasn't broken though. So I'm just a little cautious on this one. You can see the sell. It hasn't pushed up enough to push it back out again. Right? This may now have, it's taken out the imbalance of that push and it's come back down, broken the bottom. I think it's getting ready to sell. Right? And this is pull back. This is a short. Let's just see. Let us see. It hasn't come out to the other side here. If you look at it, that was a significant sort of a buy there. We didn't get a sellout on this one. We may not get it on this one. All right. So I'm going to be looking for a break of structure over here because it hasn't really done that. We get a break of structure, pull back, and then get into the sell. GBP NZD. This though, let's look. Now, I know there's imbalance further up here. Right? Definitely. And I can see a sort of a change in the 2 hourly. There has been a buy, but it's just gone sideways on us. That's why I'm not sort of worried about this one. Or not that I'm worried. Oh, what happened then? Hang on. Oh, well, there you go. I've gone positive on all the other trades. And I got kicked out of the Euro AUD. You know, let's see where it is. Yeah, see it's pushed back up. That's why. Why was I again? Should have been in the buy, eh? Against all principles. Anyway, GN come back there. It's still just sitting there. I mean, it's buy overall. It has pulled back, but look at that potentially to buy further up. And it may be a good place. It's interesting. All the others are in drawdown, a little bit of drawdown. Now they're all positive. Crazy. Big move right now. That's quite a substantial candle. 50 pip move. Wow. There's a whole heap moving. Anyway, looks like Friday
Yeah, we
night.
just got news.
What was it?
It was the GDP growth.
The US.
Euro. I'm sorry, Great British Pound.
Aha. Where?
Yeah, it's a bit,
Do you not
bit-
have it on your chart?
Oh, it could be on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's to come.
It says November 9th. Oh, at 11 p.m. I was thinking
Yeah,
11
yeah.
a.m.
No news yet. Maybe this is just a pre-news. No, there's something just kicking it around at the moment. All right.
Setting up the fake out.
Yep, absolutely. That's what they're doing. Look, look at this. GBP NZD, look at this. Push it up. And you got GBP Singapore, push it down. That's what I'm saying. This, and look at the sideways on the daily. It's like, oh my gosh. And look at the imbalance that's up there. It's just, I reckon this is going to shoot up, but it just depends on where that British pound sorts itself out. And where the news, remember that, well, this news may be,
well, give yourself plenty of stop loss because it'll spike down before it shoots up. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Darren, for that local knowledge advice. I agree. That it is still overall a sell line. Yeah. And here, like from a 2-hour perspective, but over here it's just sideways. GBP USD. Now, this has been interesting. I was in that for a long time with a number of trades. It came out, spiked up and got me out. What we've got now, you can see across here, but the sell is overall. Now, it's out the other side. All right. It's pushed up significantly, way out of the channel, push back down again. It's now at the other side. So I think that this is ready to push back up again. Well, sometime soon. Get ready for that because, gosh, if you get a push like that, 270 pips would be quite a nice earner on there.
Yeah, I'm in, so I'm I'm about 80 pips up for the buy. So I was what was I? I was I got to I was 280 pips up at one point.
Yeah.
Pull
So
right back.
you're just hanging on to the bus, are you? You didn't get out when it turned.
No, well, I'm putting faith in it, sort of hitting the top of that channel. That's what I'm looking for. I expected the pullback after such a strong push up, but
well, that's interesting from a daily perspective because you're looking at that to continue up, even though it's a pullback. But the point is, based upon the 2-hour here or 3-hour, even that push up, when you got these and a short, I'd expect you to get out and save that and then wait for the other side to get back in again. Maybe not.
Be a bit more active managing them, perhaps.
Well, I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you why, because on the daily, it still looks like it's pushing back up again. This is just a pullback it's got to do before it does push back up.
Well, when it hopefully starts pushing up again, that's when I'll move the stop loss just below.
Yeah, just below wherever it gets to.
Yeah.
But certainly there's a lot of imbalance up here on this push that it's still, I mean, this has got a lot of movement to come back. Right? That big drop down there has got plenty to take back. All right. Well, once I get a green here, I'll be in for the buy on that. All right. Let's look at these crazy NZDs. NZD CAD. Right. Now it's dropping back out. Look at them. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how big those. A minute ago, it was like -2. Now I'm up 26. It's like, bloody hell. There's some big moves. Anyway. So NZD CAD. Look at this on the 2 hour. Push down, back up, didn't break, got a short. I think we're potentially look. It's on the daily. It's not anywhere, but I think it's pushed up, down, come back, take it out of the imbalance. It's ready to drop off again. Right. So this short here could be a good indication. It'll probably suck back and then we'll see. But it's a crazy time for me to try and get into any trades. I'm going to wait until that sort of after things settle down. NZD CHF again. Look at that push down. So if you look at it from a big push up, wait till you get the channels. You can see here that sell out to the other side, the buy. Now it's still a pullback, right? Oh, come on. Doesn't want to do it. Okay. Back to the now you can see where it pushed up, gave us the sold, came to the other side. We didn't get a green, it's pushed up. I think we'll push back further. Now, the only thing is I'm looking at it, I don't want to rely on this, but I'm just saying like NZD is pretty strong. But it has in the last few days pulled back down. Maybe it's only just there. And look at that, just now. Bang. Right. And I think so much imbalance here. This is ready to pop back down again. Yeah. Came back up, took that out. Now it's going back down. NZD JPY. It broke that. So you could see it had sold, didn't give us a buy, pull back up again, right? On the 2 hour though, to sell, the buy, the sell, which it did, but it's come back and broken structure. Be like that Euro did. All right. So I'm looking at it now, it's matched up here, Billy. I'm looking at this to sell properly and sell back out. So all the NZDs I'm looking for sells, but not right at the moment. Okay, NU. And you can see this. It's starting on the daily to sell back out. Again, it's taken out this imbalance and it's going to sell, done a short. I'm going to see whether, well, I just think this will, I've got nothing on the daily other than back here for the sell. There is no green. So I reckon this is, well, you can see that that's in the sell. It's now broken structure. Wait for a pullback and then into another sell. Singapore Japanese yen. Still pushing up. Why am I not? I haven't been in this trade. And here's me saying, oh, we should be buying. And look at it. And that's still nowhere near. It's just traveling along that midline there. Look at that. It is on the daily given a sell. Right? And which it hasn't anywhere along here. So I'm not going to get into a buy on it at the moment based on this. USD CAD. The weird one. Wow, look at that. Drop, push back up. Where is it in the channels? Come on. Oh. Right. If it doesn't break that high there, we had a short there, but it pulled back up. So is that high enough to have taken out? Oh yeah, it is high enough maybe to take out that imbalance. It is. I don't know what this push up is. Maybe it's this news, is it? Speech by the Fed chair. Okay. Maybe this is just saying they're not going to raise interest rates anymore. See how it's come back down to the midline and then poke back up? Typical. Yeah. There it comes up to the middle, and then pushes off. It's come down and then it's gone the other way. Right. It's short here. Sell. But it depends on my opinion. Once if this doesn't break back here, I'll be getting into the sell for it. USD CHF. What do we got? Oh, significant push up for the US dollar. It must be something about this speech. Look at that. But it is in the middle.
AUD CAD's making a move now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at that as a longer term sell.
Yeah, well, I'm in that. I'm up nearly 30 pips now. it was like minus whatever 5 or whatever before. Yeah, there's been some big move at the moment. And this I'm not. I'm waiting for this. You'll need to get a sell out on that one. Like there. I reckon this will push up further. Okay, UJ. Gosh, I got out of the seller, mate. I just didn't get into the buy. Look at it. I still think that's got further to go. It's got to come back up to here. Just cautious at the moment now because on the other side of the channel, it could pull back down. Not worth being in at the moment. But certainly if I had a look, I got into that sell. I did nicely, and I didn't get into the buy. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah. Just want to grind a bit of salt in. Hang on a minute. How much? Oh, it's only 180 pips. Okay, that's all right. Right, USD in Singapore again pushing up as well. Look at that to the mid. I think this has got further to go. There's imbalance further up here. And I reckon gold must be pushing. Yeah, look at that. It did a pull up. Now it's going back down again. See where the channels are. Yeah, you can see it. Sell. And it's been selling. Yeah, this is buy at the moment. You can see how it's come down to the other side, back to the middle, out, back to the middle, and now failing down a bit. But overall, it's a sell. Okay. There's Bitcoin at the moment. Haven't had a look recently. Whoa. On the daily, pushed up to 30 something. It's bolted back down now, but wow. That's a big jump. Yeah. Getting a whole lot of alerts for scams. It looks like there's going to be some sellout though, which it's still. Well, let's go look at AUD CAD. What's happening? Oh, lovely sell. Like your AUD, where is it? Yeah, look at that. Rats. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Euro AUD, and I'm going to put myself a buy on that one. What do I do? Why did I put a sell? You remember? I was kicking myself. Anyway, I'm putting a buy in there. And yes, I think it was because of this, but it just came back here and off it went. All right. Questions, feedback.
No.
Not for me. All good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll need to make sure I put a stop loss in it too, which I'll do there. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at some setups for next week. It looks like there's a fair few there. I'd say Darren is as well. It's whether he stays in some or changes or they continue. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, Darren, we do know the fact that these longer term trades do work and they do pullbacks. So we can play the game from daily back over to a 2 or 3 hour.
Well, I've done quite a bit of back testing on the daily as well. It's, you know, I'm reasonably confident in that. So
it's very unusual to get this sort of significant move at this time of day, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is
interesting. It must be that, you know, the speech stuff. So, but because it's poked out there, we could easily get a push back up before it does come back down. So, you know, I'm not oblivious to the fact that I might be in a bit of drawdown for some of them, but we'll see.
Did you sell that?
Sell this? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, on the daily, it's a sell. And on the 2 hour, it's a sell.
well. We've got a short on the daily, so that's my sort of a confirmation to get in this for a longer term sell now. So that's what I'm going to do.
I think the Aussie dollar's been buying for a fair bit. I mean, this was the news of the rate increase on my Tuesday, and then it's just pulled back a bit, hasn't broken any structure, and then just dropped off. So you're not, Tom? You're not in sells for this?
No, not yet.
Okay. That's all right. I don't know, Darren, whether we'll let him in on the party or not. Yes,
It just hasn't met my criteria yet.
Hasn't met your criteria. No, that's all right. Fair enough. No, I'm just going to say that you'll have to bring a cake, I reckon. That's okay. Oh, we'll just see what happens. It could just come to the other side, then push back up again, couldn't it? I don't know.
Well, that's kind of the thing right now. On the daily, it's just hitting the SHA. So I'm waiting for that quick pullback. And then whatever candle on the daily turns the SHA red,
yeah,
is where I'll get in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And then we'll get the short, and I'll be in the trade.
Yeah, you already got one short, but yeah, that's all cool.
Yeah, see, I don't even have the short yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, I've got the short.
On a current candle, yeah.
Are you guys set at the same what are you set at on the twin range?
It's 2 1.5, 2 1.5.
2 1.5.
That's the one I've got, yeah. That does tend to give you earlier entries, earlier signals.
Does that help? No?
1 second, I'm still doing it.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, look at that. Nice. All right.
But I think the AUDs are on the turn now. Personally, we'll see. All right. Well, that's me for the week. Actually, this is Friday, so hopefully I'll be back for market open. We'll see how we go.
Well, I'm away for the weekend, Brian, so I'll miss your pre-market opening
Okay, that's all right, Darren.
session.
Yeah.
So,
I just appreciate the fact that you do come, so and contribute as much as you
pleasure.
do. That's
I will, of
great.
course, watch the recording when I get back from my travels.
Yeah. No worries.
Goes without saying.
You got to try and sort out your sound issue somehow.
Well, I had a problem with the computer; it sort of crashed, so I had to reinstall Windows. And since I reinstalled it, I've now got this sound issue. But so I'm listening from my phone. I'm watching on the computer, but listening by my phone at the minute.
If you go if you go down the bottom of your screen on Zoom and go, there's a little microphone. If you press that up arrow, and then you can either test it if you would test your speaker or microphone, and it'll.
Oh, there we go. Oh my word!
You're back again now, are you? Oh, is everything right now? Can you hear us? Hang on.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, I've got
there you got the so it's just doing that. There you go, that. Now you're back with us.
Back now, and that's all it was.
That's all it is, yeah. You just had to get on the tech support.
Well, I had to take headphones, funny enough, even though it's not headphones, it's actually speakers, so they must be plugged into the headphone socket, essentially, I suppose.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All right. Until then, have a great weekend away, Darren, and I'll see you next week, Tom, or on the weekend, or wherever it is